Okay, let's go on the traditional Premier Inn room tour. So we have, as usual, a nice desk with the coffee making facilities and some tea bags. We have a sort of a view, I believe it's the side of the hotel. Not sure what that is, but at least it's a view of some sort. And you can sort of see over there, I guess Waverley Station and beyond. Okay, so I'll do. Anyway, one bed, already populated by my bag, or one of the bags. The fairly standard bed with a nice piece of artwork, thermostat on the wall. Bed looks comfy enough, but we'll try that later. I'm just going past the bench again to see what we have. Not a lot in the one USB connector there, whether that'll charge or not, a couple of plugs, but as I always bring my own charging things, I don't think that's going to trouble me much. We have air conditioning above. We've not been needing air conditioning, we've been needing heat. And this sort of mirror cam wardrobe. As always, a nice big mirror, which sort of gives you a fright when you come out of the bathroom. A couple more plugs. Nice light, another mirror. And then there's the bathroom. It's pretty standard fare, looks spotlessly clean. The mirror indeed is spotlessly clean. And the standard bath, that is not a bath, that is a basin, standard basin. This is a bath with what looks like a fairly nice shower above it. The only thing is that some of the more modern ones don't have this curtain, they have a door, but it'll do. Some Bayliss and Harding washy stuff. Anyhow, that's about it. Nothing really to report other than just more of the usual Premier Inn fare, and can't remember how much it cost me, but I think it was for Edinburgh, I think it was probably fairly reasonable price. So this is me for the next 4 nights, this cosy little room. So, oh, it's got some mood lighting, just realised it's got mood lighting, so that should do nicely. Hi folks, and welcome. This is Premier Inn, Royal Mile, Edinburgh. It's the usual Premier Inn fare. It is the basic room, nice and clean, and nothing really to complain about. It's just the same as the whole hour of the standard. Bathroom is working clean and absolutely fine. They seem to be cutting down on staff and got automated check-in stands, or I think he put in a code. I didn't do that because previous experience didn't exactly work all that well. But it's a fairly convenient hotel. If you turn left as you come out of the door and go up a fairly steep hill, we're on the effectively the Royal Mile, and I keep walking quite upwards for quite some time. You will come to Edinburgh Castle, which is certainly well worth a visit in itself. The staff here are lovely, and but of course you don't have much contact with them, but those that are here, they're perfectly fine. It's fairly convenient. I arrived with the tram from the airport. It leaves you off at St Andrew's Square, so I opted to go through Waverley Station. It's a bit of a down, and then up. And if you read to the end of the video, I have GoPro permitting recorded the sort of the actual journey through the station and up the other side into Market Street. I elected to do that because with going through the station, you are quite a lot of the time you're undercover. And when I arrived, it was pretty filthy weather, which continued for a lot of the time here a week. And only today, on Thursday, that is starting to clear up a bit, that I haven't had any rain. So it's sort of a nice way to arrive. There's escalators down and then a few steps up onto Market Street. But it's up to yourself. There's other options, but that was the way I chose to go, and I think I would certainly do it again. Anyway, room tour coming up, and as I say, followed by the journey from Tram to Premier Inn. So hope you enjoy it.
Edinburgh.